Assalamu alaikum. I am Suhail Aziz, chemistry teacher at Tafsir. Today I am giving a lecture regarding alcohols for AS level. Now, alcohol is a very important topic regarding AS because we have a number of questions regarding alcohol. Alcohols is connected with alkene as well as alcohols are connected with carbonyl compounds. So alcohols are very important with respect to these topics. Now, what are alcohols? Alcohols are those compounds which contain OH group. Those organic compounds which contain OH group, they are known to be alcohol, and OH group means hydroxyl. This is hydroxyl. Generally, we represent alcohol in this form, that is ROH. Now, when we write ROH, that means a carbon chain is connected to OH group. So, whenever carbon chain is connected to OH group, that compound belongs to alcohol family. We had already discussed about the naming of alcohols, and if you recall, in case of alcohol, the last E is replaced by O. For example, if you want to write the name of this compound, this is CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3. Now, this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2, 3 and 4. Now, carbon number 2 contains OH group. So, this compound is butane, and the last. Now, this is butane duol. It is a name of organic compound. So, you should practice for the name of organic compound, and alcohol is how to give the name of alcohol family. I give an example to you. Definitely, you should follow this example. Now, next we move to a classification of alcohol, that how alcohols are classified. Now, alcohols are classified into primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. It is primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, and this is similar to classification of alkyl halides. If you recall classification of alkyl halides, in alkyl halides we know the OH. Now in alcohol, OH containing carbon is directly connected to one carbon chain. This is an example of primary alcohol. In case of primary alkyl halide, instead of OH we have halogen. So the pattern of classification of alkyl halide and alcohol remains same. In case of alkyl halide, here we have halogen, but in case of alcohol, here we have OH. So now, how you identify that this alcohol is a primary alcohol? You should identify CH2OH. So those compounds which have CH2OH group are considered to be primary alcohol. For example, we have CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Now this compound is a member of primary alcohol family because it contains CH2OH group. Now this CH2OH group represents primary, and the name of this compound is propane 1-ol. And if you write a skeletal form of this, this is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, this is carbon number 3, and this carbon is connected to OH. So this is a skeletal form of propane 1. So this is your primary alcohol. It is one of the examples of primary alcohol. Another example of primary alcohol is CH3 taking twice CH, CH2OH again. Now you see, this is again CH2OH, and CH2OH means this is primary alcohol. So you should have a clear idea to identify or to differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary. Next, if we consider secondary, in case of secondary alcohol, what we observe in secondary alcohol, now in case of secondary alcohol, OH containing carbon is directly connected to two carbon chains. OH containing carbon is directly connected to two carbon chains. For example, this compound CH3, CH, CH2, CH3. This is an example of secondary alcohol. You see, here is the shortcut is CHOH. Now you see here, this is CHOH. So the compound containing CHOH, it is a member of secondary alcohol. And now the name of this compound is, it is butane 2O. Because OH group present at carbon number 2. So this is butane 2O. And how to show this structure in skeletal form? This is how to show skeletal form. So this is butane 2O, a member of secondary alcohol. Another example of secondary alcohol, we have CH3, CHOH, CH2, and CH2 is connected to benzene ring. Now, in case of AS, as we know, this is known as benzene ring or phenyl group, and you just know about the phenyl or benzene. There is no need to learn any reaction regarding phenyl or benzene because it's not a part of AS syllabus. Now, this is CHOH, and this CHOH representing again secondary alcohol. So this is another example of secondary alcohol. This is how to identify primary and secondary. In case of primary, you have CH2OH. In secondary, you have CHOH. And now the third one is tertiary alcohol. Now, in case of tertiary alcohol, OH containing carbon is directly connected to three carbon chains. OH containing carbon is directly connected to three carbon chains. And one of the examples of tertiary alcohol is CH3 connected to this carbon OH. Now you see, in case of tertiary alcohol, we have COH condition. So whenever you have COH condition, this compound belongs to tertiary alcohol. And if we give the name to tertiary alcohol 1, 2, 3, 4, now this compound is 2-methyl and having 4 carbon, that means it is butane 2O. So 2-methyl butane 2O is the name of organic compound, and this compound belongs to tertiary alcohol. And why it is tertiary alcohol? Because it contains COH linkage. It contains COH bond. And how to show in skeletal form? This is a way to show in skeletal form having OH here. So this is 2-methyl butane 2O in skeletal form. Another example of tertiary alcohol, this is CH3 taking thrice COH. Again, COH. This condition belongs to tertiary. This is another example of tertiary alcohol. So now I just repeat. In case of primary, we need to have CH2OH. In case of secondary, we have CHOH, and in case of tertiary, we have COH. So you just observe the molecule, you observe the compound, and whatever the condition is followed, you have to identify that which one is primary, which one is secondary, and which one is tertiary. Hopefully, the concept is clear to you. Okay, next, I will describe a structure of alcohol for you, because sometime in your papers they may ask to identify bond angles in alcohol molecule. So, or sometime they may ask to draw the structure of alcohol molecule. So, how to draw the structure of alcohol molecule and which type of hybridization we have in alcohol molecule? For this, I am taking first example, first member of alcohol family, which is CH3OH. Now, in case of CH3OH, this carbon is surrounded by 4 atoms, that is 3 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So, this carbon is surrounded by 4, that means it is sp3 hybridized. And if the carbon is sp3 hybridized, that means it is tetrahedral in shape and its bond angle will be 190. Now this carbon is connected to oxygen and this oxygen has a 2 lone pair of electrons, and oxygen is surrounded by 2 atoms, one is carbon and other is hydrogen. So the surrounding pairs in case of oxygen are 4. And if there are 4 surrounding pairs, then hybridization is again sp3. So oxygen is also sp3 hybridized, but due to the presence of 2 lone pair of electrons, the arrangement of molecule around oxygen is angular. And due to the presence of 2 lone pairs, bond angle is shortened and it turns to around 104 degrees. So now when you draw the structure of molecule, this is carbon, 2 lines, 1 broad, 1 dotted line, and this carbon has 3 hydrogen. This carbon is connected with 1 oxygen and oxygen has 2 lone pairs, and then the bond angle here, the bond angle is 109 degree, and here the bond angle is 104 degree. So this is how to draw the structure of alcohol molecule. So alcohol molecule is an example of organic molecule containing more than 1 bond angle. Because we have multiple questions in the past paper in which they ask to find out the molecule which contain more than 1 bond angle. So alcohol is an example of those molecules which have more than 1 bond angle. Now, if you want to convert this methanol into ethanol, then you know how to do this. You simply replace one of the hydrogen and you just replace by C. Now this carbon is surrounded by again 4. So now this is known to be a structure of ethanol. Now this is a structure of ethanol. This is ethanol. So as you want to increase the number of carbon atoms, the basic skeleton will remain same. You just replace hydrogen by carbon and the length of carbon chain will increase. So whatever the structure they ask to form, definitely you should be able to draw this structure. This is how to draw the structure of alcohol molecule. Hopefully it is clear to you.